What if I told you that after 70, the words you speak, the habits you follow, and the places you go have the power to either destroy your peace or protect your soul? And what if the true wisdom of aging wasn't about doing more, but about doing less of what quietly steals your joy? Most people think aging is about decline, slowing down, giving up. But that's not the truth. The real danger isn't in growing old. The real danger is carrying emotional burdens, speaking words that weaken your spirit, and walking paths that no longer serve your peace. Today, this message is for every elder who's still alive but doesn't feel fully awake. Every person over 70 who wants clarity, strength, and peace before it's too late. Let's walk together through 3 things you must stop saying, 3 things you must stop doing, and 3 places you must stop going if you truly want to age with dignity, emotional power, and spiritual freedom. This is not just advice. This is your soul's reminder, and it begins now. 3 things you should never say after 70. These may seem like everyday expressions, but they carry a weight that goes far beyond words. The first is, back in my day, things were better. This phrase may sound innocent. It may even carry warmth and nostalgia. But in truth, it quietly pushes away the present moment. It creates a wall between who you were and who you still are. And the moment you repeat this phrase too often, you send your heart a message. Today isn't good enough. But here's the truth. Today is a gift. This breath, this moment, this morning light. The world may have changed. Values may have shifted. But your wisdom, your presence, your soul, they still hold light. So instead of clinging to the past, speak this instead. I honor my past, but I live in the now. The second phrase is even more dangerous because it can become a prison. I'm too old to change. This sentence is one of the most dangerous a person over 70 can whisper, not because it's true, but because it becomes a belief. And beliefs become your limits. Age doesn't stop growth. Fear does. You're not too old to change. You're too valuable not to. Change doesn't have to be dramatic. It can be as small as learning something new, releasing an old resentment, or smiling more often. As long as your heart is beating, you are still becoming. Don't freeze your soul in old habits. Set it free. And then comes the one that carries the deepest weight. I wish I had. 5 words that hold entire decades of regret. Regret doesn't live in the past. It lives inside you. It steals the beauty of your present. Saying, I wish I had, keeps you stuck in a loop of memory and sadness. Instead, ask yourself, what can I still do today? What kindness can you show? What words can you speak? What peace can you give? Your story is not over. You are not finished. Let your last chapters be the most peaceful ones you've ever written. Now let's talk about the things you must stop doing after 70. Not because life is over, but because your energy deserves better. First, stop seeking approval from the younger generation. You don't need to prove anything. You've raised families. You've buried loved ones. You've survived heartaches that the younger generation can't even imagine yet. So why seek their approval? You are not meant to keep up with trends. You are meant to set the tone. You are not a shadow of youth. You are the flame of wisdom. Be the lighthouse, not the mirror. Let them come to you for truth, not style. Speak with dignity. Walk with grace. You don't have to explain your value. You are your value. Second, stop holding on to things just because you're afraid to let go. Many elders hold on to objects, people, patterns, not because they love them, but because they're afraid of the emptiness that might come next. But hear this. Peace doesn't come from possession. It comes from presence. Clear the clutter. Emotionally, physically, spiritually. Let go of the old clothes, the old grudges, the old routines that no longer serve you. You don't lose yourself by letting go. You find yourself. And third, stop replaying what you've lost. Loss is a shadow we all walk with after 70. The friends who've gone, the jobs that ended, the roles you no longer hold. But mourning doesn't need to become your identity. You are not your grief. You are the love that remains. You are the story still unfolding. Look around. The sun still rises. The tea still warms your hands. The world still whispers your name. Instead of saying, I've lost so much, try saying, I still have this moment and I choose peace. And now, let's talk about the places you must not go after 70. Not just physical spaces, but emotional territories. First, don't go where your dignity is not honored, whether it's a family gathering, a church, a friendship, or even a phone call. If you are not respected there, you do not belong there. Respect is not a luxury after 70. It is a requirement. You've earned the right to be seen, to be heard, and to walk away from anyone or any place that dims your light. You don't need to beg for love. You don't need to tolerate disrespect. You are not fragile. You are sacred. Second, don't go where you are only tolerated, not celebrated. Too often, elders are invited out of duty, not delight. People may call you out of politeness, but not with presence. And that subtle energy can weigh heavy on your soul. You deserve to be in rooms where your name is said with joy, where your stories are welcomed, not ignored. You are not a burden. You are a blessing. Spend your time where you feel it. And third, don't return to past pain thinking you'll fix it now. Some elders think that if they just replay the past one more time, they'll finally get closure. But healing doesn't come from revisiting the wound. It comes from releasing it. You've already survived the hardest days. That was enough. You owe your past nothing. Let it rest. Let it close. Let it stay behind you where it belongs. Years ago, there was a man named Harold. At 82, he sat alone most mornings with a photo of his late wife. Every day he'd whisper, "I wish I had taken her on that trip. I wish I had told her more often how much I loved her." His daughter, seeing the pain in his eyes, gently asked, "Dad, if you could say one thing to her now, what would it be?" And Harold said softly, "I would say, thank you for choosing me." That evening, instead of staring at the photo, he wrote a letter. Not for her, but for himself. He wrote all the words he wished he had said. And when he finished, he folded it, tucked it under the frame, and whispered, "Now I can live." He didn't forget her. He forgave himself. And that's what many seniors need, not a time machine, but a moment of grace. You don't need to change the past. You just need to release it. Dear Elder, if this message touched your heart today, then please take a second to do two simple things. First, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you never miss another breath of clarity and strength. Second, tell us in the comments, what word do you want to carry into this next chapter of your life? Is it peace, freedom, grace? Let us know. We read every single one. Because here at the Wisdom Spark, we don't just talk about aging, we honor it. We light the path for each other. And if you're reading this, you are part of that light. You are not fading. You are refining. You are not old. You are timeless. So speak only what uplifts. Do only what brings peace. And go only where your spirit feels free. We'll see you in the next message.